Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. You know, we often take for granted the ability to simply speak our minds, order a coffee, or tell someone when we need help. But for millions of people worldwide with speech disabilities, these everyday interactions can be a constant challenge. The good news? Technology has come a long way from the clunky, expensive speech devices of the past. We're not talking about those beige monstrosities from the 90s that cost more than a used car and had the processing power of a digital watch. Oh no! Today, we're looking at 8 completely free apps that can give a voice to those who can't speak or have difficulty speaking. And they won't cost you a dime. No subscription tricks, no bait and switch, no free for 7 days, then we charge your card forever nonsense. Just genuinely useful tools that actually work. Before we dive in, quick disclaimer. I'm not affiliated with any of these apps. This is just me checking out stuff that might help people. No sponsors, no paid promotions, just straight talk about tech that matters. And yeah, it matters a lot more than the RGB gaming chairs I usually use. All right, let's get into it. App 1. Speech Assistant AAC. First up is Speech Assistant AAC, available on Android with over 1 million downloads. The interface here is refreshingly straightforward. No fancy bells and whistles, just a clean text entry field and a speak button. Honestly, it's a bit utilitarian, but that's exactly what you want in a tool like this. It's not trying to win design awards. It's trying to help people communicate. Novel concept these days. What stands out is the prediction system that learns from your usage patterns. For people with limited mobility who find typing difficult, this predictive text is actually pretty darn clever. I typed, "I would like," and it immediately suggested some coffee. It knows me too well already. It works completely offline too, which is, well, how things should work, but rarely do anymore. Remember when apps didn't need to phone home every 5 seconds? Speech Assistant does. It's like a beautiful digital hermit. It also supports iPhone. The voice quality is surprisingly decent. Not perfect, mind you. It's not going to be doing voiceovers for movie trailers anytime soon, but it's worlds better than those robotic voices from just a few years ago that sounded like a blender with a speech impediment. App 2. Cboard. Next is Cboard, an open-source option available as a web app and on Android and iOS. Unlike text-based options, Cboard uses symbols and pictures arranged in a grid. This makes it accessible for non-readers or those with cognitive disabilities. The symbols are clear and unambiguous. No weird abstract art here that leaves you wondering, is that a dog or a potato? What's impressive here is the multilingual support. 33 languages at last count. For comparison, that's about 32 more languages than I can speak. For diverse communities or multilingual families, this is a massive advantage. Being open source means it's completely free on all platforms, with an active community continuously improving it. No venture capital vultures circling overhead, waiting to monetize your disability. What a concept! The web version syncs with the mobile apps, so you can start a conversation on one device and continue on another. Something many paid apps don't even offer. That's right, the free version has features that the expensive ones charge extra for. What a time to be alive! App 3. Voice Keeper. Voice Keeper takes a different approach, designed for people who are losing their voice due to conditions like ALS or throat cancer. The premise is simple but powerful. Record your voice while you still can, and the app preserves it for when you need it later. It's like a voice time capsule. And honestly, it's the kind of technology that gives me goosebumps when I think about what it means for people. With just 30 minutes of recording, it generates a synthesized voice that sounds remarkably like you. Now, we're not talking indistinguishable here. There's still that slight synthetic quality, like you're speaking through a fan. But it captures the essence of your voice in a way that's, well, it's kind of magical. I tried this with my own voice, and while I don't particularly enjoy hearing myself talk, who does? There was something oddly moving about having the app speak in my cadence and tone. For someone actually facing voice loss, I can only imagine how meaningful this would be. App 4, Let Me Talk. Let Me Talk offers one of the most extensive symbol libraries in a free app. And boy, oh boy, did they cram a lot in here. With over 9,000 easy-to-understand images from Arasak, this app has more symbols than my keyboard has accumulated crumbs. That's a lot of crumbs. Trust me. What sets it apart is that everything works offline. The entire symbol library is packaged within the app. This makes the download larger than your average app, about 100 megabytes, but ensures it works anywhere, anytime. No internet? No problem. Stuck in an elevator? Still works. Trapped in a Faraday cage for some reason? You're still communicating, buddy. The interface isn't going to win any beauty contests. It's got that distinct, designed by engineers look. But the functionality is rock solid. And honestly, I'll take reliable over pretty any day of the week when it comes to essential tools. App 5, TalkTablet Lite. TalkTablet Lite is the free version of a professional AAC solution used in many schools and therapy settings. The Lite version gives you access to a surprising amount of functionality. Multiple grid sizes, several voices, and a decent symbol library. It's like they accidentally gave away too much for free and just rolled with it. I'm not complaining. What makes this stand out is the thoughtful organization system. Vocabulary is arranged both by category and frequency of use, with core words always accessible on the main screen. It's like they actually asked real users what they needed, instead of having an algorithm decide. Revolutionary approach, I know. The interface has that slightly dated look of software designed for function over form. It reminds me of Windows Vista era design, but don't let that fool you. Under the hood, this is serious software with research-backed organization. App 6, Speechify. Speechify approaches communication needs from a different angle, with some of the most natural-sounding voices available in a free app. And when I say natural, I don't mean better than a robot from 1985. I mean actually, legitimately natural. While primarily known as a text-to-speech reader for websites and documents, it's equally valuable for people who can type but can't speak. The voice quality here is genuinely impressive. Minimal robotic quality with good inflection and rhythm. It doesn't sound like it's reading words. It sounds like it's speaking thoughts. You can adjust speaking rates without affecting pitch or clarity, matching the pace of natural conversation. At 2 times speed, most text-to-speech engines sound like an auctioneer on espresso. Speechify somehow maintains intelligibility. Of course, there is a premium version with even more voices and features, and they're not shy about trying to upsell you. The free version throws the Upgrade Now screen at you with the enthusiasm of a car salesman at the end of the month. But the core functionality remains solid without paying a cent. App 7, Grid Player. Last but certainly not least is Grid Player, the free companion to the professional Grid AAC software. This one's like getting the demo version of a professional studio tool. Limited, but still impressive. Grid Player gives you access to several pre-made communication grids without requiring a subscription. The symbol quality and organization are top-notch, reflecting the decades of research behind the full grid system. These aren't your clip art quality symbols. These are professionally designed, clear, and consistent. What impressed me is how the vocabulary is organized into intuitive categories with smart linking between related ideas. This thoughtful structure helps users express complex thoughts without getting lost in endless menus. It's the difference between can communicate basic needs and can have an actual conversation. While you can't create custom grids in the free version, they've got to hold something back to sell the premium version. After all, the included sets cover most common communication needs and are professionally designed for different ages and abilities. It's like they're saying, here's a really good sample of what our paid product can do, but the sample itself is actually useful. It's the difference between those tiny sample cups at the ice cream shop and actually getting a full scoop for free. So there you have it, 7 completely free apps that can make a world of difference for those who can't speak or are losing that ability. Let me break down who might prefer each app. Speech Assistant AAC is for the no-nonsense folks who just want to type and talk without a learning curve. Cboard is perfect for multilingual families or if you need symbols instead of text. VoiceKeeper is essential for anyone at risk of losing their natural voice. Don't wait on this one. Let Me Talk offers an offline symbol encyclopedia when internet access is spotty. TalkTablet Lite provides a taste of professional AAC features without the professional price tag. Speechify delivers voices that won't make people do a double take when they hear them. Grid Player offers research-based organization that actually makes sense. What's particularly encouraging is how the quality of free options has improved. Not long ago, you had to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars for dedicated AAC devices with similar functionality. Imagine paying new iPhone prices for something with the processing power of a digital pet rock. Now, with just a smartphone or tablet, devices many people already own, you can access powerful communication tools at no additional cost. Are these apps perfect? Heck no. There are still limitations, occasional crashes, and please upgrade nudges that range from subtle to sledgehammer. And they're certainly not a replacement for professional speech therapy or specialized assessment. But they can be a tremendous help for many people, whether as a primary communication method or as a backup for difficult situations. What I find most encouraging is that many of these apps are created by people who have personal connections to speech disabilities. It's not just developers thinking, how can we monetize this market segment? It's people solving real problems they've experienced firsthand, and it shows in the thoughtful design choices. If you or someone you know struggles with speech, download a couple of these apps and see which interface clicks with you. The right tool can be genuinely life-changing, opening up conversations and connections that might otherwise be difficult or impossible. As always, links to everything mentioned are in the description below. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to catch our next video on accessible technology. And if you've used any of these apps or have others to recommend, let us know in the comments. Until next time, this has been All Things IT, and thanks for watching. And remember, Technology at its best doesn't just do cool stuff. It empowers people. That's worth talking about, even if you need an app to do it.